8:34, everybody, and these 70 current and former NYCHA employees arrested for taking bribes due back in court next month.
And now the question remains, what happens to the 300,000 residents that call NYCHA home and continue to live in disrepair? So joining us this morning is the NYCHA Tenant President for the Douglas houses on the Upper West Side, Carmen Quinones, and New York City Councilman Chris Banks, who chairs the Public Housing Committee. So good morning to both of you.
Good morning. Good morning.
And thanks for taking the time to be here this morning. Carmen, let's start with you, because you are a friend of ours here at Pix 11. You work with Monica Morales on many occasions talking about some of the disrepair in your own particular housing development. Were any of the employees from your development arrested?
We had one from our development. She was from back in 2015 to 2021.
What was your reaction to hearing that?
I'm not surprised.
Really? And
I'm not surprised because, listen, I've been saying this for a long time. You know, every battle that I've had, every one that I've confronted, every elected officials that I fought, I've told them, listen, it is time for you to investigate. Investigate. Where's the money? You can't tell me that you don't have no money, as much as we were fighting for money, right? But this it's not surprising. And to tell you the truth, this is the tip of the iceberg. They need to go up the chain, and they need to get the people that really need to get gotten.
And that's where you come in, right, Councilman Banks? Because as we know, Monica's been reporting on it for some time. NYCHA has a long history of corruption, right? So what comes next then, to Carmen's point, in holding those higher accountable? There are going to be hearings that you're going to call for to put NYCHA folks in the hot seat and make them answer some tough questions.
Well, that is the focus. I mean, the reality is that this has been a long time coming. I'm not surprised either, being a long-term fighter for NYCHA residents.
Yeah.
So the reality is that we're going to hold them accountable. We're going to put forth some hearings. We're working with Councilwoman Julie, who's also in charge of the contracts committee, and we're going to look at these contracts, look at what was done, and the reality is that we're going to hold NYCHA accountable.
What does accountability look like?
Well, obviously we have to look at the fact that there were recommendations that were made back in 2021. There are recommendations that were made back in 2017. We need to find out who dropped the ball, and heads need to roll.
Yeah.
That's just the reality.
Yeah.
NYCHA is one of the most abused tenants in the entire country, and something has to give. So I'm committed to having our hearings and holding NYCHA accountable.
It is good to hear this, but I've heard it all before. Okay, this is exactly why I'm running for state assembly this year. I am running for state assembly because this is enough. Enough is enough. When you talk about senior citizens living in deplorable conditions like they're living in, enough is enough. It is time for Resident Management Corporation, where the residents take over their developments, get their own vendors, their own. We need to rule.
Yeah.
We're tired of people coming in talking about what they're gonna do. It ain't working.
Yeah, so
it ain't working.
So when you hear NYCHA saying they've made improvements, in fact, NYCHA's chief executive officer claims that there's been progress over the years, making this statement. If we'll have it on the screen right there. We have already made transformative changes to our business practices and will continue to do so. We will not allow bad actors to disrupt or undermine our achievements. Have you noticed any improvements, or has it all been downhill?
Let me give it to you straight. Listen, I got some pretty good people that I work with. Don't get me wrong. Everyone in NYCHA is not bad, okay? Everybody in NYCHA is not bad. But the ones that really get the totem pole are the caretakers. Everybody, all of them are getting stepped on. No one's talking about the caretakers, the maintenance. Nobody's talking about them. Okay? It's good to put the blame on somebody. That's good. That's what they do. That's what they do. But let's go, and I'm asking, I am praying that Damian Banks, please, go up the totem pole. There's so much more. And I'm tired of being tired, and that's why I'm running for state assembly.
All right, and so Councilman, you know, you talked about the hearings, right? 335 developments, 100 of those arrests from those that were arrested worked in some of those developments, right? Does that affect now change moving down the line and getting some of these things done that Carmen's talking about?
Well, I mean, the reality is that in my district, I think we had about we had about 9 people that got arrested.
That's right.
So I mean, listen, listen. The whole idea again is heads have to roll. We can't, listen. I'm the new chair for the Public Housing Committee. I have a long track record of fighting for residents in NYCHA. So I'm not just coming to this table with not understanding the realities and the level of corruption that has continued over the years at NYCHA. So I believe that we have to take a serious look, and we have to continue to hold them accountable. And the reality is that, yes, what does accountability look like? It's when the residents are comfortable, when there is justice that is rendered to them, and when we hold folks accountable for the corruption that is being done.
What's justice is listening to the residents.
Looking at it systemically.
Yeah, I feel like
and that's what the hearings are about.
Well, yeah, 'cause
Listening to the residents.
Yeah, and I
Listening
feel like
to the residents.
the damage is already done.
It is.
How do you even ever repair?
You could
that
never. We
damage?
could never trust them.
Correct.
We won't trust them again.
Right.
We need to own our. It's ownership. It's about equity. Okay, resident management corporations. You're talking about PAC and all these. All of that is corrupt. We've been doing this I've been in this business 35 years, mama. 35 years. I know who's who, what's what. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Lining your pockets on the backs of my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren. I got 19 grandchildren and 13 great-grand. I don't think so.
Well,
let
we
me
hear
just
your
add-
pain, and we know it's shared by so many.
It
so many
hurts.
tenants.
I'm telling you, I'm just in pain.
And I hear the frustration. I feel the frustration.
Yeah.
Of course.
I've also said that RAD and PAC is one of the most corrupt programs, or this quote-unquote fix for NYCHA. We need to look at the commitments that were made to these developers, because we've seen where the repair monies are being milked. And we want a real investment in NYCHA. We don't want a get-rich scheme, and that's what has been perpetrated by the RAD PAC program.
We have to leave
It's
it
been
there.
an abysmal disaster.
Well, I like a commitment from you to sit me at the table with you, because you know what?
You have my commitment.
For 35 years, I've been at this.
You have my
I
commitment.
fought Giuliani. I fought Ruben Franco. I go back 35 years, babe.
Yeah.
This ain't new.
He said he's
We're on the same side. I've been a technical for the last 20 years.
All right.
The residents
Keep
is
it
what
so-
counts.
so-
We're out of time, but keep
We'll
us
fight.
posted, okay,
We'll
on the
fight
hearings
together.
and everything
Thank you
else.
for having us.
Of course.
Thank you.
Important
The truth,
conversation.
the truth counts.
Yes,
Truth
it
matters,
sure does.
absolutely.
It sure does.
Great to have both of
Thank
you.
you